This is Marco, aka Liquidity Hunter. So what we got right here, as expected, the market didn't do anything yesterday, so they just consolidated like I have said. I've seen this too many times, so I already have an idea. If they don't move like within an hour or so, they're not really gonna move. Now let's see what we got over here. So we have a fair value gap that I was expecting for them to come back to, and then we could take a trade from here. Fortunately, that happened with probably some type of news. Let's see. Forex Factory. Yeah, we have PPI today. So yeah, so pretty much this was the catalyst at 5:30 a.m. Pacific time. 10 a.m. President Trump is gonna speak, so pretty much we're just gonna leave this alone. This happened exactly at 5:30. This would have been a really nice trade because I was waiting for them to come back to this 1 hour fair value gap so we can take a short. Now we are on a short-term short situation, but overall we are in an uptrend. So now that we are in this area, we have to find an entry to see if we can go up right now to this order block. Now why do I want this order block to sell? So we have over here a equal highs pretty much is internal liquidity. So this one did not get rated. As you can see, usually the market will do this, go up and then rate that high and then drop, but they did not do that. So this one is our liquidity, so this we're gonna remove. So now this is our liquidity. So pretty much I'm expecting the market to come in this area and then I can take a short. Now it depends what happens in this area. I'm looking for a buy right now. So do we have anything? We don't have anything right now. We don't have a consolidation that we can rate. Yeah, so pretty much right now it's just a waiting game. At this point, this was the move, but we don't have it right now, so we're just gonna wait. I'm gonna pause the video right now and then just wait for a setup. I'm gonna try to make the videos shorter. Alright everyone, just a quick update. I'm gonna take this buy and put a buy limit right here. Hopefully we get trigger, but this thing is looking like it's gonna just pop. So we are gonna take this trade. The only reason that I didn't take a market order was because it was kind of big, like the stop loss is kind of big, but I know that they have to tap this area. So we're gonna take this as a mitigation block. So that means that pretty much the market did not create a new low, and then this one burst through. So we're just gonna give it a couple minutes. Hopefully we get triggered. If we don't get triggered, I'm just gonna take it as a market order. Oh, there you go. We got triggered in the market. So this one we're pretty much just going against the short-term trade with a long-term trend. So we're looking to target this area right here. So we are just gonna wait. As soon as we get to this area, I'm gonna put a break even, or as soon as we break out of this area, I will put a break even. At this time at 6:30, the market just goes insane. So pretty much, yeah, we just gotta wait, and because they did this big push, and then they created internal liquidity. We had to come and tap it, and then we gotta get rid of it. So I'm just waiting for them to break out of this area. I'm gonna put a break even because right now the trend on the 1 hour is really down, so I don't want them to come in this area and just blast through it. So we're just gonna give it a couple minutes for them to break and close outside this area, and then hopefully we get a 2 hour TP like really fast. So let's see. So pretty much, in other words, we had this liquidity that was created under this fair value gap, and then the trigger was to tap it. Now we also left a liquidity up here, so we had to come and kill it, and then we're gonna possibly take a short again. But if we get hit, obviously I'm gonna leave the market alone, because I usually just take 1 or 2 trades and I'm done for the day. So we also sweep the liquidity of the previous day low in here. So pretty much like this one, there was a lot of liquidity in this area. I really like when they do this, when they create liquidity right before a fair value gap or right before a order block. Those are the best trades, to be honest. So we're just gonna give it some time. Obviously this is gonna take like about an hour to get there, so I'm not gonna record the whole thing. But once we break out of this area, I'm gonna reduce my risk, or I'm gonna just put as a break even. The only reason, like I said, is we are on a short-term downtrend on the 1 hour. Unless we break this external liquidity, then we are back into the uptrend. But as of right now, we are still on a short-term downtrend, so pretty much they can do things like this. They can just spike down and then stop you out and then keep going. So we're just gonna be careful. I'm waiting for this candle to close outside the range, so that way we can get to our target. So I'll pause the video right here, and then I'll just come back whenever something's happened. Alright everybody, just doing a quick update. So right now what we're gonna do is we're gonna move our stop loss to a little bit over break even. Right now it looks like they're creating the support. So pretty much what we are doing in this area, this candle, we need to break above. So, and then this would be a really good support. Now I put it a break even because we created a mini higher low. So pretty much like the market, we have a small fair value gap in this area. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna come and tap it and then keep going, but eventually what we need to do, we need to close above. Now I extended my take profit all the way right here, and the way that I got that area was I used my Fibonacci from the lowest point to the highest point, which is this one right here. So pretty much we are targeting the 127%. So it's not guaranteed, but we might make a new high right now. But we are gonna really watch the market in this area, because this area is key. If we cannot break in this area, we are gonna come lower to target more liquidity. So we are gonna get out. But if we break this area, we're for sure hitting 27%. And then at that point my trade, it will be 1 to 9. But right now we are at break even, so pretty much our risk is minimized. A lot of people would take this trade as a order block in this area, which it is not valid. Why is not valid? Because we do not have inefficiency in this area. If this would have close here and then keep going, then this would have been an order block. That's something that, you know, small nugget, so that way you guys can understand what a really good order block is and then a bad one. So don't just see things just because. Now if we break in above this area, I am moving my stop loss in right here. Maybe not, because we are gonna have this fair value gap. I'll just move a little bit higher, but I am gonna be trailing this trade all the way to the TP, and if we do get to the TP, it's gonna be a really good trade. Great trade, probably the biggest one of the week, because we're going 1 to 9. So right now I'm just gonna pretty much just pause the video and then just wait, or maybe I'll just let the video run and I just speed it up to see what happens. Let me see if I can mute this thing. Oops. Nah. We can't. I don't know how to mute this thing, so I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna let it run. So, and I will speed it up so that way you guys can see what's going on. And I remember we're running 10 accounts, so this is gonna be a really nice payout. This is eventually what I want to see. I just want to show you guys what I'm looking for, but this is eventually what I want to see. Alright guys, just a quick update. So we finally closed outside this internal order block, I call them. I don't know if they have a name. So now we can actually move our stop loss in this area. So we'll move it here. We are fully protected by this order block. The only thing that I don't like is that we have a fair value gap right here, and then there is some internal liquidity in this area, but we're just gonna trust it that it's gonna keep going. You know, like if they might come and tap it and keep going. So we're pretty much just looking at the market as it goes. Obviously this is gonna be a long trade, so this video is gonna take a minute to develop. So we might hold it until like 11 or 12. But we have to be really careful once we get in this area, because this is the area where we had to like really break, because number one, we have a previous day high that we need to kill, but we also killing this double top. So we have to be really careful in this area. I'm gonna be trailing it, so whenever we create a new bearish order block that we break, then at that point I'm gonna move it again. So right now we have 472 times 10 accounts, which is about $4,800, almost 5,000. So it's looking good so far, and I really think we're gonna make a new high, or we're gonna spike it. But like I said, I don't trust the market. I always take what it gives me. So we are just gonna wait, keep looking at it, keep waiting. Usually the second hour is very fast. So this 1 hour candle like was really strong, but the second one is like crazy. It might burst through, and then the third candle might just mess around, and then the fourth candle might just keep going slowly. So we're just gonna wait right now. Once we get to this area, hopefully we keep going and we break. But if I see like a sell setup, then I'm getting out. and I'm taking whatever the market gives me. So I'm not gonna give the money back, and yeah, we're just gonna keep holding it until we get either stopped out or until, like I see, like a sell setup. And at that point, then we just gotta get out. So pretty much a sell setup will be if they do something like this, but they break and close under. Close right away. But if they break and close above, you move the stop loss to under that area, because that's gonna be your protection for this to keep going. So I'm gonna keep letting the video run so that way you guys can see it live how it's playing out. And then trading is just about waiting. You know, it's a waiting game. It's very, very boring. You know, I heard somebody back in the days, I forgot who told me, or I forgot what I heard, that trading is the hardest way to make the easiest money. So, you know, we've been in the market for like about an hour and a half or something. We got in like around like around 6:30. We've been in the market for about an hour, and we already have 485 times 10 accounts, almost $5,000. You know, to make $5,000, you know, it's not that easy. You know, that you gotta work the whole month to make that amount. And then you got people right here, you know, that make this in an hour. I'm not perfect. I'm not a perfect trader, you know, but I just try to, you know, be grateful for what God allowed me to learn and master. You know, I'm not perfect, but, you know, I just come in the market grateful every day, just to whatever the market gives me, I'll take it, you know, and I'm very grateful that I'll be able to help a lot of people with these videos. Hopefully you learn something, and, you know, that way we can all win, because honestly, like, when a lot of people are winning, it's not like other people are losing. Yes, other people are losing, but that's the people that don't understand how this works. But we're just gonna keep waiting. We're gonna keep trailing as we go. But like I said, this is the area of interest that I'm looking for. We just created a new small order block right here, so I could move my stop loss in this area, but I'd rather just leave it here. So every time we create a new bearish candle and then we break through it, we can keep moving our stop loss. I like to do this on the 5 minutes, because the 1 minute doesn't really, it's not really that strong, you know. But the market is the market. They're always gonna keep doing things that we don't know, but we just gotta keep trusting it. So I'll let the video run, and then we'll see how far we get to. Alright guys, just a quick update. We just hit the order block of the 1 hour, so now we are watching the market very, very closely now. So I move my stop loss this area in profit, so we have to watch the market in this area. They're gonna do so much in this area, but if we are with the trend, we are on an uptrend, so usually these order blocks don't mean anything. But because we had 2 breaks, we have to keep an eye on it. Just it. I could have just taken the 600, so it would be $6,000 for the day. But I think we are gonna go and create a new high, because all these early sellers in this area are gonna get it right now. So pretty much, I think we are gonna make a new high. How high could it go? I'm not sure. I'm just gonna be trailing the market. Like I said, whatever the market gives me, I'm gonna take it. So pretty much I move my stop loss to in profit. This is like $300 or something. I'm not sure. and then once we get in this area and we create another bearish candle, I will move it in this area, and then so on. So I'm gonna be trailing it, that way you guys can learn how to trail and then let your trade get paid as much as you can, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people, including myself, every time that the market was against me, I would keep moving my stop loss and say, I don't want to lose money, I don't want to lose money, I don't want to lose money. But then I would lose so much money at that point that I'm like, wow. You know, so you do the same thing with the take profit. You put it as far as you can, you know, obviously use your Fibonacci to get a target, or you can get out in these areas and then just be trailing it, like if you are trailing your stop loss to not lose money. So let's see what happened in this area. So I'm gonna keep letting the video run, but if I see something, I will come back and then I will explain what I see. Alright guys, so I want to explain to you guys what I'm seeing right here. We have this indecision candle, so pretty much this one where sellers trying to come in the market, buyers keep pushing it. Now the buyers took over and then the sellers rejected from this area. Like I said, this is a very strong area, so now we have to find out if we're gonna keep dropping. So now we have a group of sellers right here, so we'll have to find out if this is gonna be a order block or not. So we check the 5-minute. You see how they rejected exactly from that area. The market is designed so precise, you know, it's crazy. So pretty much right now we're just gonna wait to see if the buyers start taking over and then they fully engulf this candle. If they do, this is for sure gonna continue. If they don't, they might come in this area, and then if they come to this area, when they come back, I'll probably close it. But right now we are in the critical area where we either gonna keep going, make a new high, or we're gonna keep dropping. So let's see what happens in this area. Alright guys, just doing an update video. Looks like we were taken out of the market, and that's okay. A lot of people will ask, why didn't you just get out right here where you said that you were gonna get out? Well, we could have got 3 times more, you know, and it is what it is. I mean, that's it. The market, it's most likely gonna continue dropping, but I am done for the day. It's already past 8:20, so there's really nothing that we can do anymore. I'm gonna leave this as it is, and then tomorrow I'm gonna pretty much take a look at what happened. So pretty much we had a really good day, to be honest, not gonna lie. We made almost $3,000 in profit, so we got our loss back from yesterday, and then we make, you know, some extra money today. So it is what it is. We cannot get greedy, but if the setup is there all the way, I mean, just take the risk to take it all the way to the extended TP. But at this point, we're just gonna wait until tomorrow, and then most likely this is gonna keep dropping. So the liquidity has been taken right here. Most likely this is gonna drop all night. We pretty much seeking for another liquidity zone. So let me just remove the Fibonacci. The next liquidity zone, looks like it might come all the way here, or in this area right here. What is this? Oh, this is my daily this came from. Let's see. It's okay, we have a daily right here, so I'm gonna just remove this one. So pretty much we are looking for another liquidity zone, so this is most likely gonna drop. I thought this was gonna keep going because of the way that they set up. So just so you know, pretty much we broke this high, created a new high, left inefficiency. So this was supposed to come down here and then keep going, but left inefficiency. So left this internal liquidity. And then I really thought that it was gonna come over here, kill this liquidity and keep going, but they killed the liquidity, they consolidated, they tried to do it, but then they didn't, and then now it's just gonna fall down. So that's it for the day, guys. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow at the same time, 6 a.m. every single day. See you.